Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Furia here. Welcome back to another Rocket League Car Design episode, and in today's episode, we have a little bit of a long one. We are going to be doing all of the brand new 2022-2023 esports decals, but the home ones only. That is right. We are going to do two different design episodes for home and away. So this is all of the esports decal home version. So yeah, I did try my best with a lot of these designs. A lot of them were very interesting, to say the least, with it comes like designs and stuff like that with decal wise, but you will see sometimes a lot of repeating wheels and boosts. That's just because there's nothing else good, but you guys will see what I'm talking about when we get to that design. But make sure to use code SPORTIAN11 in the item shop, and if you guys have not hit that subscribe button, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below to get up to date on my newest Rocket League videos. So let's get started with the first team on the list, which is Dignitas. So starting off, we have a Saffron Octane for both sides. Now, this is where things obviously get a little tricky because there is multiple colors to this Dignitas design. Also, all of these esports decals are available on the Fennec as well as the Dominus, so you can put all of these decals on the Fennec or the Dominus. So I have the Saffron Octane, but you can do the Sky Blue Octane, you could do the Forest Green Octane if you really want to, or you could do the Black Octane. That does look very clean as it gets the trims, but I was trying to get the most color on this one, so I have either the Saffron Octane or the Sky Blue Octane. This is some of those that, you know, you can just use multiple stuff. For the decal, it is the Dignitas Home decal from 2022-2023, but for the wheels, it is the Tri 2050 wheels painted orange for both sides. Again, you can use the sky blue ones because that also has sky blue in it. You can really use the forest greens ones if you want, and you can also use the saffron ones if you like. There are multiple Tri 2050 wheels, but the reason why I stuck with the Tri 2050 wheels for all of them is because I really like how the Dignitas decal has anodized in it, so I really thought the Tri 2050 wheels really showed that the best. This is not the last time you're going to see these wheels because there is a lot of anodized, decals that they use for the esports. So that's why I really stuck with the Tri 2050 wheels. Again, you can use the orange ones, you can use the forest green ones if you really want to, you can do sky blue, or you can do saffron. It is really up to you. For the boost, kind of the same thing we got going, but for right now I have Ion Yellow. You want to use something Ion for one of these, like you can do Ion Normal, you can do Ion Green, or you can do the Ion Yellow or Ion Sky Blue. Just kind of keep it that like anodized type feeling, so that's why I chose the Ion Boost. Again, this is a very difficult design video sometimes because like there's so many different things that you could do with some of these decals. Now some of them, like you'll see in the future, there's only one that I really enjoy, but for the most part, just kind of keep it anodized with the Ion theme as well as the Tri 2050 wheels if you would like. No topper, no antenna, no goal explosion, but for the trail, we actually just have the Hack Swerve 3 painted orange. You can do the saffron if you're using the saffron Tri 2050 wheels. You could do black if you want to stay with that black theme. It's just so much you could do. You could do forest green, you could do sky blue. It's really up to you. So this is the car design, and like I said, for the Octanes or for the Fennec or for the Dominus, whatever one that you're using, you can use the Forest Green Octane, you can use the Sky Blue one, you could do black, which also looks very clean with getting that trim. I actually did a couple of them like this for these 2022-2023 esports decals, but yeah, it's really up to you. I think they all match very nicely. It's just a preference at that point. So yeah, that is the Dignitas Esports. So getting into the next car design, we do have the FaZe Clan decal. Now, this is one of these designs that I absolutely love that I think all matches so nicely. So starting off, we do have the Crimson Octane for both sides, or you can use the Crimson Dominus or the Crimson Fennec, whatever one you really enjoy. For the decal for both sides, it is the FaZe Clan decal Home 2022-2023. I'm not going to say that every time, but just for the start. And then for the wheels, for both sides, they are the Crimson Visionary wheels. As most of you guys know, I absolutely love the Visionary wheels. I think they're very underrated when it comes to clean car designs, and this is absolutely no exception. The reason why I use the Visionary wheels is because I love the way the FaZe Clan has that crimson and black kind of meshed in together, creating that like pearlescent matte type feeling. And I think the Visionary wheels do an incredible job of matching that same color. You got that bright crimson in there sometimes, and then but for the most part, it is a dark crimson with a black in there. I just think that looks absolutely stunning. On top of that, the treads of the Visionary wheels match so nicely with the front of the FaZe Clan decal, as well as the whole FaZe Clan decal in general. So this is one of these designs that I absolutely love, that I think all matches so perfectly, and it looks so good. For the boost, for both sides, it is the Radiant Gush painted crimson. Again, another boost that I absolutely love when I'm doing a little bit of a darker themed card design. And this one is, again, no exception. We have that dark crimson in the front. And then as you get slowly into the back of the boost, it turns a little bit of a darker crimson, which matches the FaZe Clan decal so nicely. No topper, no antenna, no gold explosion, but for the trail, you have the Crimson Hack Swerve 3 for both sides. So this is the car design. Again, I absolutely love these visionary wheels, and again, you will be seeing them again in more. I just said again like 3 times, but you will be seeing more of them in the future with these designs because they just look so good. But that FaZe Clan decal does such a good job of mixing that black and crimson together, and so do the visionary wheels. I think they look incredible, as well as the treads of the visionary wheels match the FaZe Clan decal so nicely. So getting into the next car design, we do have the G2. Now, I know everyone is looking forward to that away decal, but to be honest with you, I don't even know what I'm going to do for that away decal. But for this one, we have the G2 home decal looking incredible in my opinion. So starting off, we do have the Crimson Octane for both sides, or you could do the titanium white one, or even the black one if you really want to go clean with it. And then for the decal, it is obviously the G2 home decal. And then for the wheels, for both sides, they are the Crimson Reaper wheels. Now again, if you want to go with that black Octane instead, you could probably go with the black Creeper or the black G2 or Reaper wheels as well. Man, I just messed up everything there. But you can either do the black Reaper wheels, or you could do the crimson ones. I am a big fan of this one, the Crimson Reaper wheels with the Crimson Octane. I think it looks so much cleaner in my opinion. But again, if you want to go with that darker theme, you definitely can. I just want to, put that out there. But the reason why I chose obviously the Crimson Reaper wheels is because the way it looks. We have that crimson matching that G2, and then that white in there as well, looking so good. And then on the treads, you also have that like grayish black, which looks so nice with this G2 Esports decal. But again, just the Reaper wheels in general is such a clean wheel to me, especially when it comes to, esports designs. I think it looks incredible. For the boost, we actually have the standard painted black. The reason why I chose the standard painted crimson. The reason why I chose the standard painted crimson for this one is because I just thought it looked very good and very clean with this brand new G2 Esports decal. No topper, no antenna, no gold explosion, but for the trail, we do have the Hack Swerve 3 painted crimson for both sides. Again, Hack Swerve 3 is one of my favorite trails. I think it's a very clean trail. You can't go wrong with it. So I always put it in there, but you will see other trails. Don't worry. So this is the car design. Again, I absolutely love the crimson on this one, the Crimson Octane and the Crimson Reaper wheels. But if you want to go with a little bit of a darker design, just put on the black Octane. I think that looks very clean as well. And then if you really want to as well, you can use the Crimson Reaper or the black Reaper wheels as well. Those also look very clean. I don't think it really matches the colors as much, but if you definitely want to go for like a darker color, you definitely can. Nonetheless, this Crimson Reaper wheels with the Crimson Octane matches the G2 Esports decal perfectly in my opinion. So getting into the next car design, we do have the Ghost Gaming. This one definitely upped the game, and I absolutely love what Ghost Gaming did with their esports decal. So starting off, we actually have the black Octane for both sides. Now, if you don't have the black Octane, the unpainted one will work just fine. I only put the black one in there because it was available in the shop, but obviously, if you didn't buy it, that is perfectly fine. Just use the unpainted Octane. But if you really want to, you can also use the sky blue one. I personally don't like that one at all. I think either the black or the unpainted one will work perfectly. For the decal, it is obviously the Ghost Gaming decal 2022-2023 home version. And then for the wheels, we have, in my opinion, one of the cleanest wheels of all time, the black Nipper wheels. Now, the reason why I used the black Nipper wheels is because I think it portrays this color combination so perfectly. I think these wheels were meant for this Ghost Gaming decal. As you can see, we have that main color is black, obviously, but most of you guys may not see this, but for the most part, we have that sky blue in there as well, which gets both colors, which just looks absolutely incredible in my opinion. I think it looks so good. It matches the color scheme so nicely. It's that little hint of sky blue, but also that main color is black that just makes this car design so nicely in my opinion. For the boost, we actually have the black standard for both sides, again, keeping it nice and clean. Very amazing looking. No topper, no antenna, no gold explosion, but for the trail, we do have the black Hack Swerve 3 for both sides. Again, just keeping it nice and clean. So this is the car design, and I have those black Nipper wheels in there specifically because of that little hint of sky blue in there, and I think the Ghost Gaming decal was meant for these black nipper wheels because I just think it looks so good. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. But getting into the next car design, we do have the NRG. Now, I know you guys have probably seen, this quality difference, and that's because I did forget to turn on the quality, and I promised that I would do that, but don't worry, it doesn't change any of the previous designs. They still look really good. If anything, I will show you them all right now. They still all look really good. It's just, higher quality. So that's Ghost. I don't have, the G2. There's the G2 right there. Honestly, it looks all the same. I just turned the quality up a little bit. So as you can see, they all look the same, just better quality. So, and then lastly, we have the Dignitas, and that is glitched for some reason. I'm not really too sure what is going on. Every time I equipped it, it kind of disappears, but that's what it looks like. So not too much of a difference. I just wanted to show you them all in the quality. All the items remain the same and everything like that, but I did forget to turn on the quality, so I'm so sorry about that. But we have the NRG decal, and I know it might seem like you're seeing double a little bit, and that's because, like I said, some of these are just meant to be the same. So starting off, we do have the Crimson Octane for both sides, but again, you can use the black if you want to go for a little bit of a darker car design. For the decal, it is obviously the NRG Home decal 2022-2023. And then for the wheels, they are again the Crimson Reaper wheels. I just think they looked so good with this design as well. I think G2 and NRG kind of have the same color combination, just obviously different decals and different logos. So honestly, I decided to do the Reaper wheels again. Not much explanation, but again, the color combination just matches so nicely, and the Reaper wheels are so clean. Again, with the boost, we are actually changing it up a little bit though. We have the Crimson Radiant Gush for both sides, and the reason why I chose that is because there is more black in the NRG decal, and it kind of matches. As you can see in the beginning here, the NRG goes from crimson to black, and that's something that I really liked with Radiant Gush. That's why I did that one for this. I think it looks very good. No topper, no antenna, no goal explosion, but for the trail, we do have the Hex Swerve 3 painted crimson. Again, just a very clean trail. So this is the car design. As you can see, it kind of matches the G2 with the color combination, but it is a little bit different. And if your favorite team is NRG, definitely, if you want to rock this design, definitely do. The Reaper wheels are so clean, especially the crimson ones. But again, if you want to go for a little bit more of a darker theme, you definitely can do the Black Octane. I think that looks very clean as well. But for the most part, I really like the crimson on crimson with the Crimson Reaper wheels and the Crimson Octane. So getting into the next car design, we do have the Rogue Esports. And if it feels like you're seeing double again, if you guys watched my 2021-2022 Esports decal video, Rogue kept the same colors, which is very interesting. So I kind of kept it the same design. Don't worry, I will explain it again because, well, many people might not have seen that. But we have the Sky Blue Octane decal for both sides. Again, you can throw it on the Dominus or the Fennec if you would like. And then for the decal, it is obviously the Rogue 2021-2020 or 2022-2023 home decal, which again, they kept the same exact colors and kind of the same design. And then for the wheels for both sides, they are the Chakram wheels painted sky blue. I absolutely love the Chakram wheels. Don't worry, I did not overuse them this time in this esports episode, but I really like them most because as you can see on the outside of the Rogue decal, it is kind of matching the Chakram colors as well as how it looks. So that's something that I really, really enjoy. Plus, on top of that, you also have the Sky Blue Octane, which looks incredible. For the boost, we just have the standard painted sky blue. The reason why I chose the standard sky blue is because, as you can see, it's a little bit of a darker sky blue, which matches the Chakram wheels, matches the Octane, as well as matches the sky blue on the Rogue decal. I don't think it's fully sky blue. I think it's a little bit of a darker sky blue, which looks very good. No topper, no antenna, no goal explosion, but for the trail, again, we have the Hex Swerve 3 painted sky blue for both sides. And all of these are both sides, by the way. I just want to throw that out. Like, there's literally both sides to them both. So this is the car design. Again, a little bit of a, not a copycat of my own design, but I guess like just last year's, it's kind of the same thing. I don't know why Rogue kept the same colors and almost the exact same decal. I'll show you last year's decal. Let's see. That's last year's decal. It's literally almost the same exact thing, which is kind of crazy, just a little bit cleaner and less lines. So not sure why they do that, but nonetheless, this is the Rogue Home Decal 2022-2023. So getting into the next car design, we do have the Space Station Gaming decal. Now this one was a little, I guess, difficult to do because not many wheels match that gray and gold. So I did try my best on this one. So starting off, we do have the unpainted Octane for both sides. I personally think the unpainted Octane looks best, but if you really want to, you can also throw on the black one, and you can also throw on the saffron one. But again, that really doesn't match to me. The orange one doesn't even match. So I personally like the unpainted Octane, or if you really feel up to it, the black one. For the decal for both sides, it is the Space Station Gaming Home one, 2022-2023. And then for the wheels, they are the Tri 2050 wheels painted black. Now, these wheels were so hard to match the gray on, but I couldn't do it. I don't know what was going on. So if you guys don't know, obviously Tri 2050 wheels has that anodized feeling, and that's what Space Station has. And that's something that I really wanted to match. So I was like, oh, gray, easy question, right? No, gray doesn't match. Gray looks like titanium white, but like not. Like at the same, that's titanium white, a little brighter, and that's gray. I don't know. Me personally, that doesn't look great. But anyway, I had to go with the black one. Now, you could argue you could do saffron or even orange again to match that like gold that also the Space Station Gaming decal has. And if you want to, that is perfectly fine. It does match a little bit, but honestly, I feel like black is the best for me because I don't know. I just feel like it matches the gray at least a little close. Now, again, if you want to do the orange, you definitely can. It does match a little bit with that gold, but for the most part, I did the black Tri 2050 wheels, which just looks clean in general. For the boost, we have the Ion painted black for both sides. Can't even see it, invisible. It looks amazing. No topper, no antenna, no gold explosion. But for the trail, we do have the Laser Wave 3 painted black. Or no, Laser Wave 3 painted gray. My bad. Laser Wave 3 painted gray to match that decal, that anodized type feeling. So this is the car design. Again, it really was hard to find a wheel that fit the gray, but I feel like you could also do the Tri 2050 wheels painted orange as well if you want to match that gold. But for the most part, I really enjoy the black Tri 2050 wheels. I just think it looks clean in general. And the Space Station Gaming decal does look very good and very clean in my opinion. So getting into the next car design, we do have the version 1. Now this decal looks absolutely stunning in my opinion, and they definitely upped the game from last year, especially with their away side, but this is the home side. So starting off, we do have the purple Octane for both sides, or you could do the purple Dominus or the purple Fennec. It's really up to you. For the decal, it is the 2022-2023 home decal of version 1. And then for the wheels, for both sides, they are the Tri 2050 wheels unpainted. Now, the reason why I chose the unpainted ones is because I feel like it gets the most color. So as you can see, on the version 1, there's a little bit of a rainbow effect, but for the most part, it is a purple and pink. And honestly, I think it matches the Tri 2050 wheels unpainted the best because there's that purple, there's a little bit of pink, and then unfortunately, there is a little bit of a sky blue, but that's where the rainbow kind of on the outskirts of the version 1 decal that just kind of matches a little bit more. That's something that I really did like. So that's why I put the Tri 2050 wheels unpainted. For the boost, we're staying with the anodized type feeling with the Ion purple for both sides. And then no topper, no antenna, no gold explosion. Before the trail, we do have the Laser Wave 3 painted purple for both sides, again staying with that anodized type theme. I think the Laser Wave does a great job of staying with that anodized type theme, so that's why I chose it. So this is the car design, and again, the reason why I chose the Tri 2050 wheels unpainted is because I feel like it best matches that purple and pink on the version 1 decal, as well as the kind of like that sky blue that you could see on the outskirts of the Tri 2050 wheels. It kind of matches that rainbow effect on the version 1 decal that I really like. I think it's like a clean little touch. But for the most part, I think the unpainted Tri 2050 wheels look best for this design. So getting into the next design, we do have the Furia. Now, I definitely missed their old design with the black and white. I felt like that one was a lot cleaner, but this one is pretty nice as well with the blue and stuff like that. But yeah, so starting off, we do have the Cobalt Octane for both sides, or you can do the Cobalt Fennec or the Cobalt Dominus. Like I said, it's really up to you. For the decal, it is the Furia Home 2022 decal. And then for the wheels, for both sides, it is the Yamain wheels painted Cobalt. Now, the reason why I chose these wheels is because I just really liked how the color Cobalt really matched the decal pretty nicely. I just thought it looked very good, and there really isn't too much black in this one, so I didn't really focus too much on that. I really focused more on the Cobalt color than the black and white that they originally had. Again, I kind of missed that. I really missed their old decal. For the boost, we're just keeping it nice and clean with standard blue. And then no topper, no antenna, no gold explosion. But for the trail, we do have the Hackswerve 3 painted cobalt for both sides. Again, just a very clean trail. So this is the car design, and like I said, I didn't focus too much on their logo with the black and white. Instead, I focused more on their blue, which that's why I chose the main wheels, which are a very clean wheel, and it kind of matches that paint finish as you can see on the wheels as well as the decal. I think that looks very nice, but again, very disappointed they got rid of the black and white. But getting into the next car design, we do have the complexity. And I know you guys see those visionary wheels again, but hear me out, okay? So starting off, we again have the cobalt octane for both sides. For some reason, it looks a lot darker on the complexity decal than the Furia decal, which is pretty interesting. For the decal for both sides, it is the complexity home 2022-2023. And then for the wheels, for both sides, they are the cobalt visionary wheels. Now, the reason why I chose the visionary wheels again for this one is because, as you can see on the complexity design, there's like little lines here that have that anodized paint finish. Well, if you look at the visionary wheels, it kind of reminds me of that. Those lines right there kind of shine a little bit just like the lines on the complexity decal, and it kind of reminds me of anodized. And then the rest of the decal is like a dark blue, just like the visionary wheels. So I think these wheels fit best with the complexity decal. I think it looks so nice in my opinion. Plus, again, the treads kind of match up pretty nicely with the complexity. Also, it kind of looks like a diamond decal as well. No offense to complexity, but I don't know, for some reason it kind of just reminds me of a complexity or a diamond decal. For the boost, we have the Radiant Gush painted cobalt for both sides. Again, this one looks so good with that anodized like lines on the complexity decal as well as the visionary wheels. Plus, it goes from a dark or from a brighter blue to like a really dark blue that just looks so good with this design. No topper, no antenna, no gold explosion, but for the trail, we do have the Hack Swerve 3 painted cobalt. Again, I'm sorry, it's like one of the most used trails in my opinion. But anyway, so this is the car design. Again, the reason why I chose the visionary wheels again is because of that like that similarity between the two. You have those lines that have that anodized type paint finish, and it really matches the wheels with the visionary with that line in the middle right there. It's like very, very small, but the it's really nice in my opinion. But also, you also have that dark blue around the entire wheel, which also mimics the complexity design very nicely. So getting into the next car design, we do have the OpTic Gaming, one of the newer decals, and my gosh, does it look good. So starting off, we do have the lime octane for both sides, or you can also do the black one as well, or you could do the forest green. I really like the lime. I think it makes it stand out much more, but you could do those three others as well, or those two others. For the decal, it is the OpTic Gaming 2022-2023 home decal. And then for the wheels, I know, I'm sorry, but we have the lime visionary wheels for both sides. The reason why I chose these is because it's just such a clean wheel. Plus, I also really like the lime and black colors that you can see in the visionary wheels. I think those look super clean and it really matches the decal. As you can see, it kind of like, obviously there's a little bit more lime in the wheels than there is black, but like, honestly, I just think it looks so good with this OpTic Gaming decal, and with that lime octane as well, just looks so good. For the boost, we again have the lime Radiant Gush for both sides, because it starts off really bright lime and then it starts to slowly get into a darker lime or even a black, which really mimics the OpTic Gaming decal, which looks incredible in my opinion. No topper, no antenna, no gold explosion, but for the trail, we do have the Hack Swerve 3 painted lime for both sides. So this is the car design, and again, I know, I'm sorry I chose the visionary wheels again, but they're just so clean for so many of these esports decals, and this is absolutely no exception. We have that lime octane with the lime visionary wheels, and then also just the OpTic Gaming decal looking incredible with that lime and black color combination. I'm honestly really excited to see the away decal, or start doing designs for the away decal, because it looks so clean. So getting into the next car design, we do have the Luminosity, the last North America team on this roster. So this is a very interesting one that, I don't know, I definitely was kind of confused myself, but I feel like it matches just a little bit, but let me explain. So starting off, we have a little bit of a more expensive one with the titanium white octane for both sides, or you can also do sky blue or cobalt, since those colors are also in there. If you want to see what it looks like with the cobalt and sky blue, you definitely can. That's what cobalt looks like. That one not as much, but definitely the sky blue one definitely matches pretty well. So you can either do the sky blue one or the titanium white one. I just really like the titanium white one for this one, but I do understand that it is very expensive. For the decal, it is the Luminosity 2022-2023 home decal. And then for the wheels, now I'm gonna, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but the Hella Caprion, Helicoprion. I don't really know what that is, but it's painted sky blue. Now, you may be wondering what the heck are these wheels, and honestly, I said the same thing. I don't even remember where I got them. I know they were in a Rocket Pass, but I don't know where or when. But honestly, this is like a tougher one for me. I think this matches very nicely, and I know it's pretty shocking, but let me explain. So with the logo, let's start with the logo first. As you can see, like, it's just an eye and stuff like that, but like if you look at the logo and if you kind of look at the middle of these wheels, they kind of match kind of nicely. Now, that's not even the thing that I saw first. I just really liked the sky blue. The dark sky blue looked very good, matching the colors of this decal. But unfortunately, there is no dark blue in this, so that's one of the colors that I did miss out on. But I did feel like these wheels also got the titanium white in there, as you can see, just a little bit on the outside as well as on the treads. But for the most part, I really liked how it matched the logo of the Luminosity, which is something that, you know, is very small. But again, what do you guys think of this one? This one's definitely a hit or miss for me, at least. So yeah, for the boost, we have the titanium white fiber optic 2. Now, the reason why I chose this one is just to make the car a little bit brighter, but you can also do the sky blue fiber optic 2 if you would like. No topper, no antenna, no glow explosion before the trail. Again, we do have the Hack Swerve 3 painted sky blue, or you could do the Hack Swerve 3 painted titanium white. It's really up to you. I chose the sky blue Hack Swerve 3 to match the wheels. So yeah, that is the car design. Again, I know this one is definitely one of the most interesting ones because, well, I've never used these wheels in my life, but this one honestly kind of looks good with this decal. Again, let me know what you guys think of this design in the comments down below. I just really liked how it looked on the logo and everything like that. So yeah. So getting into the next car design, we do have the first EU team, which is Endpoint. So starting off, we do have the purple octane for both sides, but you can also do the titanium white one if you would like. Now, there is a little bit of a glitch going on with Bacchus mod. Every time I change something, it, like, I don't know what's going on with it. So I don't think I'll be able to show you the titanium white one, maybe. Hold on. Okay, I am. So yeah, there's what the titanium white octane looks like on it. Or you could do the purple one. Now, as soon as I get rid of it, it's gonna go right back. So let's just type in Endpoint one more time and hopefully it doesn't go away. So you can either do the purple one or the titanium white one, whatever one is best. For the decal, for both sides, it is the Endpoint home decal 2022-2023. And then for the wheels, we actually have the Grip Stride HX painted purple. Not the inverted one, just the normal one. And you may be wondering why not the inverted one, and that's because I didn't like how the inverted one looked with this like decal, the Endpoint decal. I really like the uninverted one. I think it's much more cleaner matching this decal. Now the inverted one's a little bit like too dark. It's more of like towards a darker theme, but the Endpoint decal is not a darker theme. It's more of a purple and white, which I think best looks with the non-inverted Grip Stride HX. So for the boost, now obviously we have to. It is the Hex Phase painted purple for both sides, getting that, like, you know, shape perfectly, the hexagon shape perfectly. No topper, no antenna, no glow explosion. Before the trail, we have the purple Hack Swerve 3 for both sides. Again, well, there's Hex Fade, but that doesn't come painted, which is very disappointing because that would have been the boost or the trail that I used every single time. So this is Team Endpoint 2022-2023 home decal. Like I said, I think the Grip Stride HX non-inverted painted purple look best for this Endpoint decal. Or you can also do, if you would like, you can use the Grip Stride inverted or the Grip Stride HX painted titanium white if you would like. Those also look pretty good with it as well. Of course, I have to type it all in because Bacchus mod is having some kind of like weird thing. So if you really want to, you can also do the titanium white one if you would like. That's going to be for the away side though. So, you know, pick and choose if you would like. But yeah, I really like the purple one the best. Now, as soon as I get rid of it, we're going to have to type it back in. I'm so sorry, Bacchus mod. But yeah, that's what it looked like. And I think that looks best in my opinion. So getting into the next car design, we do have the Evil Geniuses, a non-glitched decal for Bacchus mod. Now, this one was difficult to do. I'm not even going to lie to you. I think this may be one of the worst designs, in my opinion, when it comes to this Esports decal, because I had absolutely no idea what I was doing with this one. It was just, I don't know, like the Evil Geniuses looks good. It's just, I couldn't find a wheel to really match it. So starting off, we do have the Cobalt Octane for both sides. And then for the decal, it is the Evil Geniuses Home 2022-2023. Before the wheels, it is the Cooper Duper glitched painted cobalt. I know that doesn't make much sense because this one has numbers, but if you see the Evil Geniuses logo or the Evil Geniuses decal, it reminds me of like a glitched type thing, and unfortunately there's no glitched versions without the numbers, so that was pretty disappointing. But I don't know, that's the only thing that I could think of. Now you can use other painted colors if you would like, but lime doesn't look good with this, or forest green doesn't, so that's why I chose cobalt, kind of the main color. So yeah, this one was definitely not my favorite design to work with here. This one took me a little bit, but I finally just kind of threw on these Creeper Duper wheels and was just like, all right, I think I'm going to just stay with the glitched feeling. And I did that exactly with the boost. We actually have Holodata painted cobalt. Now, I was going to do data stream, but I didn't like how it looked in my opinion. So I really like the cobalt Holodata or whatever you say it. You know, there's multiple ways to say data, whatever you want. But that's what I went with the boost. And then no topper, no antenna, no goal explosion before the trail. It is the cobalt Holodata, again matching those wheels and also the glitched feeling of Evil Geniuses. So this is the car design. Again, I know this probably is one of the worst designs in this esports episode, but I really couldn't think of anything. If you guys can think of something, please let me know in the comments because I would love to hear it. Now, don't just tell me like, you know, just throw on some like black wheels or something like that. Like you guys know me, when I design something, I want to make it at least a little bit like colorful in a way, not just like black wheels, clean looking, that's it. So yeah, honestly, if you guys can think of anything, please let me know in the comments down below. But getting into the next car design, we do have the Guild Esports, and I kind of forgot about this team in my opinion, but honestly, this is a pretty cool car. Clean, like, you know, decal and stuff like that. Of course, there's a big Subway logo right there, but don't worry, we didn't take that into any, you know, consideration. So starting off, we do have the Crimson Octane for both sides. Now, the reason why I chose Crimson and not like Cobalt or something like that is because if you look at the decal, on the outskirts of the decal, you couldn't see it with the Crimson because it blends in so nicely, and that's the point. We actually have Crimson on the outside here. Now you can probably see it, but that's something that I really liked, and this is where I started to get into those trim colors when matching the car design, so that is pretty cool. For the decal, it is the Guild Home 2022-2023 decal, and then for the wheels, it is the Astro CSX the uninverted one, which looks so clean in my opinion. I really liked this Astro CSX painted crimson. For the Guild one, I kind of just excused the cobalt just a little bit on this one. As you can see, a little bit it's a dark blue, but not too much. That's like a little too far-fetched, but I really focused on the crimson because it was the outskirts of the car. Everything in the like outskirts of the Guild decal is crimson, so that's what I really focused on with the Astro CSX wheels. As you can see, everything else except the rims is literally crimson, so that's something that I really enjoyed, and it looks very clean. For the boost, again, we're keeping it nice and clean with the standard painted crimson for both sides. No topper, no antenna, no goal explosion before the trail. It is again the Hack Swerve 3 painted crimson for both sides. So this is the car design. Again, I focused the crimson on this one because of the outskirts of the car design. As you can see right here, it is a crimson, and that's something that I really liked. Plus, Guild's main color is crimson, so I'm pretty sure, right? Guild, yeah. So yeah, that's what I focused on most, and I honestly really enjoy it. If you want to focus on Cobalt, literally just put the Cobalt Octane on, and then put the Cobalt Astro CSX wheels and make everything else Cobalt if you want to focus on Cobalt. But for me personally, I like the crimson. So getting into the next car design, we do have the Karmine Corp, and I know what you're thinking. This color combination looks a little similar. Well, that's because it's almost the exact same thing as Rogue. I'm pretty sure they stole last year's Rogue design and just went, you know what? This looks good. And they just threw on the Michelin Man over there, who looks really good. He's just smiling, having a good time. But yeah, so it's going to be a little similar. So starting off, we do have the sky. It went away. Why did it go away? Hold on. This is like glitched or something. Again, let's type it in because Karmine Corp does not want to cooperate. But anyway, we got the sky blue Octane for both sides. It's almost the exact same thing as Rogue's, even this year's. For the decal for both sides, it is the Karmine Corp 2022-2023 or Rogue Home last year's. For the wheels, it is the sky blue chakram wheels. And then for the boost, we have the standard painted sky blue for both sides. No topper, no antenna, no goal explosion, but for the trail, we do have the Hack Swerve 3 painted sky blue. So this is the car design. Again, the chakram wheels look amazing. I'm not even gonna lie, it does look very good with Karmine Corp's design. But for the most part, yeah, it's kind of the same thing in a way. Let me know what you guys think. Except the Michelin Man, he's looking great over there. He looks good. He's smiling. But yeah, this is a very clean. In all seriousness, this is a very clean car design in my opinion. With the sky blue chakram wheels, really match the outskirts of the Karmine Corp decal. So that's something that I very much enjoy, especially when the rims are just painted. Those look so clean. If I can get the chakram wheels in real life, I 100% would on my car. But yeah, so getting into the next car design, we do have the Team BDS. And they upped the game, in my opinion, for this design. They 100% nailed it, in my opinion. So starting off, we do have the black octane. And again, if you do not have the black octane, that is perfectly fine. You can throw on the unpainted octane. It still looks very good. Now, the reason why I didn't go with any of their other colors, even though this design looks so futuristic and looks so clean, this is one of my favorites. The reason why I didn't go with any of the other colors is because it just didn't really match any of the other colors in the game. Like when you throw on a crimson octane, it just doesn't look like crimson. And then when you throw on like a sky blue, there's barely any sky blue, and the cobalt doesn't look good. So just black or unpainted looks the best in my opinion. For the colors, or sorry, for the decal, it is Team BDS 2022-2023 Home Edition. And then for the wheels, it is the Reaper wheels painted black. And you may be wondering, again, why didn't you choose the crimson or like the blue or anything? And that's because, again, nothing matched the colors. So that's why I decided to do the black Reaper wheels, because the main focus of the design was these lines, as you can see right here. Those are so clean in my opinion. So that's what I decided to match with the Reaper wheels. I think this looks amazing with it, and it looks very clean. For the boost, again, we just have something very clean, invisible. The black ion looks amazing with this design. You can't even see it in game, so that's what's awesome about it. No topper, no antenna, no gold explosion. But for the trail, we do have the black laser wave 3 for both sides, just keeping it nice and clean. So this is the car design. Again, I just really didn't know what to do with the colors with that crimson and that cobalt. So I just made a black one with the black Reaper wheels, just looking so clean to match the shininess of the lines that you can see here. Honestly, that looks so clean in my opinion. And yeah, so that's what I think. And also the black ion looks amazing with the Team BDS decal. So Team BDS, you stepped it up a lot on this one. So getting into the next car design, we do have the Team Liquid. They definitely upped the game with their design this year. It looks so good compared to last year in my opinion, but that's just me obviously. So starting off, we do have the titanium white octane for both sides. I know a little expensive on this one, but if you want to use the unpainted octane, that is perfectly fine. But the titanium white one looks amazing in my opinion. And then for the decal, it is obviously Team Liquid 2022-2023 Home decal. And then for the wheels for both sides, it is the Gaiden wheels painted titanium white. Now the reason why I chose these wheels is because I absolutely love the way that texture of the Gaiden wheels matches the Team Liquid decal. Now again, there's a little bit of a gold and a blue spurted in there, but my main focus was that titanium white. I absolutely love the way it looks with this design as well as the decal. So that's why I chose the titanium white Gaiden wheels. I think they match that texture so perfectly. For the boost, we actually went with the titanium the titanium white standard for both sides. As you can see, it's not as bright as I thought it would be, but it still looks pretty clean, so that's why I decided to do it. No topper and no antenna, no gold explosion. But for the trail, we have the best trail in the game, the Laser Wave 3 painted titanium white, looking so good on this titanium white design. So this is the car design. Again, the reason why I absolutely love the Gaiden wheels painted titanium white is because I feel it really matches the texture of the Team Liquid decal. Now I know there's that blue and gold in there, but honestly, no cobalt wheel is that dark. I even tried visionary wheels and they're not that dark. So that's why I just decided to focus on the titanium white. I think it looks best. So honestly, it looks pretty good. So getting into the next car design, we do have the Team Vitality. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, I did not know what to do on this one. There are so many colors, there's so much happening that I didn't know what was going on. But I did decide to focus on the leopard print in the background, or the camo, as I think they wanted it, but either way. So starting off, we do have the Cobalt Octane for both sides. Now you can use the Saffron Octane if you would like as well, if you want to use the Saffron, or you can use the Gray. It's really up to you, but you can do Cobalt or Sky Blue or Saffron. So it's really up to you. For the decal, it is the Vitality 2022-2023 home decal. I don't know what they were thinking, but for the wheels, we have the camo wheels painted gray. Yes, that is what I decided to do. I decided to do the gray camo wheels for the Vitality decal because, well, I don't know. I focused on the back here, and that's all I gotta say. I really don't know what was going through Vitality's head on this one. I'm not sure, but either way, the gray camo wheels are the cleanest looking. I feel like it matches the print in the background. So yeah, for the boost, we're just keeping it nice and clean with the standard yellow. We're not messing with it. We're just doing standard yellow to match the second color. I tried to get all colors in this design. So we have standard yellow, and then I'm pretty sure for the trail, I used the black Hacksaw 3 for both sides, just matching the gray camo wheels. So I don't know. So that is the car design. What do you guys think of Vitalities? I haven't seen anyone talk about it, to be honest with you. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. But getting into the next car design, we do have the Susquehanna Soniqs decal. Now, I feel like this year they fumbled. They just absolutely fumbled the bag with their last year's design. This one is not as good. I really missed that like bright sky blue on their decal. It just looked so good. But this year, I don't know. So starting off, we do have the Cobalt Octane for both sides. Now you can also use a couple of other ones. You can use the Sky Blue, and you can use the Forest Green or the Lime if you would really like to. I think the Lime also looks very good, but I decided to go with the Cobalt to match the main color. And then for the decal for both sides, it is the Susquehanna Soniqs Home 2022-2023 decal. And then for the wheels, we actually just have the Aero Mage. The reason why I chose this one is because it gets all of the colors. It somehow does. We have that dark blue, we have the like that lime color right there, and then we also have a teal color in there as well. So that's why I decided to do it. Unfortunately, no saffron, but either way, it does get all the colors. So that's why I decided to do the Aero Mages unpainted for both sides. For the boost, we just have the standard blue matching the main color of the design. Again, I really miss that bright sky blue, that bright turquoise, which looked so good. No topper, no antenna, no gold explosion before the trail. We just have the Hacksaw 3 painted sky blue or painted cobalt. You could do saffron, you could do sky blue, you could do lime, you could do any of those, just whatever one you want. There's so many colors in the Susquehanna Soniqs decal. So this is the car design. Again, I really missed the old one, but that's okay. We're focusing on the new one now. But we have the Aero Mage wheels because it gets all of the colors on the Susquehanna Soniqs decal, which, again, it does look clean. Do not get me wrong. But I just really missed the other one. So yeah. So getting into the next car design, we do have the Oxygen Esports. And I'm not even going to lie, this is one of the cleanest decals in the game when it comes to esports, because I don't know if it's just me, but I absolutely love the black as the main color, and then just like any color that is just looking so good with the black and whatever color is the accent. It looks so good, and this one is no exception. So starting off, we do have the Forest Green Octane for both sides, and the reason why I chose the Forest Green, and if you can't tell by now, there is a Forest Green trim on the outside of the Oxygen Esports, so I think it looks amazing with the Forest Green Octane. But if you really want to, you can do the black one. I just feel like it doesn't really match, in my opinion. For the decal for both sides, it is the Oxygen Home Esports decal, painted or titanium. Wait, 2022, 2023. It looks very good in my opinion. But for the wheels, I actually have the black camo wheels. Now, I'm not sure what's going on up here, but if you could see, it's a very, little detail, but it has actual camo, not what Vitality did, but actual camo in the black. So that's something that I really liked. As you can see, it matches the treads perfectly. Now, if you really want to, you can also do a Forest Green, not Forest Green camo wheel. I really don't think that matches, but you can do like a black. Any other black wheel will also look really good if you want to throw like these on or whatever, but like, I really like the camo wheels a lot with this one because I really think it matches the main color of the design. And then the Forest Green is just the trim, which is meant to be. So that's something that I really like. For the boost, we actually have this standard painted black, just a very clean. Again, that forest green is just meant to be a trim, not so much the main color. So we're making black that main color. Ignore that. I actually didn't see this sky blue up here in blue or red, but ignore that. I really don't know what that is. But anyway, for the trail, we do have the black hack swerve 3 for both sides. So this is the car design. Again, I absolutely love that the Oxygen Esports is just the trim of that forest green that looks so good. It matches the forest green Octane perfectly, and then the rest of the car can be that dark theme with the black camo wheels, the black boost, and the black trail. I think that looks so clean in my opinion. So getting into the next car design, we do have the Moist Esports. I gotta hand it to Moist Esports. They did a phenomenal job with exactly what they were supposed to do with their design. Literally, like, what else were you supposed to do? It's so nice. It matches the theme perfectly. This is one of my favorite. No, I'm kidding. But it definitely is a very interesting esports decal. And, well, I have the wheels to fit it. Now, I do have another wheel for you guys if you don't want to use this one. This is just to, you know, kind of keep the theme going. But anyway, starting off, we do have the Cobalt Octane for both sides. And then for the decal, it is the Moist 2022-2023 home decal. And then for the wheels, it is the Tube Tank painted Cobalt. Now, the reason why I chose Tube Tank is pretty self-explanatory. There's bubbles, and, well, it matches the water of the decal pretty nicely. Now, but in all seriousness, no, the Tube Tank I really do enjoy because it matches the theme. But if you're really looking for like a wheel that actually matches, now this one was still pretty hard. It took me a very long time, but the Cobalt flow form wheels do look pretty clean with it again. But if you want to stay with the theme, I definitely recommend using Tube Tank. I think it looks very funny, and it just would get some funny reactions. I don't have many. I have 1 mile driven on these, so I guess I haven't used them at all. But yeah, for the most part, it matches the theme. Now for the boost, we obviously have the Torrent Boost painted Cobalt. Yes, this is actually painted Cobalt. I did not know that, but we have Torrent Boost painted Cobalt, which again matches the Moist theme and the wheels. So yeah, no topper, no antenna, no gold explosion. Before the trail, we have the Toon Hydro unpainted. There is no painted versions for this, which is very disappointing, but it's just Toon Hydro. Again, staying with that water theme. So this is the car design. Again, hats off to you, Moist, for creating, well, a design that, well, focuses around your team name. It looks very good, and it matches themes very nicely. Unfortunately, there's no, like, water wheels, which is very unfortunate. That's why I chose Tube Tank, but it does look very good. And again, if you want to use like a cleaner wheel, the Flow Forms painted Cobalt also work instead of the Tube Tank with the goldfish sitting in the middle. But yeah, so getting into the next car design, we do have the first Oceanic Team PWR or Power. Now this is again one of the cleanest esports decal with that saffron and black color combination, and you just know I had to throw in those chakram wheels. So starting off, we do have the Saffron Octane for both sides. Now, you can also use the Black Octane as well. Both look very clean in my opinion, but I think the Saffron one does look very nice. For the decal, it is the PWR or the Power 2022-2023 home decal. And then for the wheels, it is the Saffron chakram wheels, which again just looks so clean. The chakram wheels are honestly one of the cleanest wheels. They're my go-to for clean car designs, and this one is absolutely no exception. I just think it's very simple, very clean, and looks amazing. For the boost, we're keeping it again nice and clean with standard yellow for both sides. And then no topper, no antenna, no gold explosion. But for the trail, we do have the Hack Swerve 3 painted saffron. So this is the car design. Again, it just looks nice. It's very clean looking, and the chakram wheels do an incredible job of getting those same exact colors with that saffron and black just looking absolutely amazing. Again, if you want to throw in the Black Octane, you definitely can. It looks very clean in my opinion. So yeah, up to you. So getting into the next car design, we do have the Kansas City Pioneers. I think that's their name. Yeah, Kansas City. They're still Kansas City. Yeah, Kansas City Pioneers. Now again, I told you you would be seeing these wheels again, and this one is very clean. They definitely upped it from last year's design. This looks so good. Now, unfortunately, we have to ignore the gold, but we focus on the camo. So starting off, we do have the unpainted Octane for both sides. Now, you can also use the gray one if you would like. That one looks very clean. This is what gray looks like. That one looks very clean as well, but in my opinion, the unpainted one looks exceptionally fine, so it's really up to you. You can do gray or unpainted. And then for the decal, it is the Pioneers decal for 2022-2023 home. And then for the wheels, again, it is the gray camo wheels for both sides. Again, matching the camo feeling very nicely, kind of giving me like a military type style, which looks very good. So yeah, I have the gray camo wheels on this one. No, for the boost, it is the gray standard for both sides. Again, just keeping it nice and clean, looking very good. No topper, no antenna, no gold explosion, but for the trail, it is the black Hacksaw of 3 for both sides. And you may be wondering why I didn't do the gray Hacksaw of 3, and that's because it didn't look gray. Like, it kind of looks titanium white. Let's throw it on really quick. It looks titanium white for some reason. Yeah, I'm not sure why it looks so bright, so I just decided to do the black Hacksaw of 3 because I think it looks cleaner and it looks good. So this is the car design. Again, very clean looking. The Pioneers upped their games from last year as well as the year before that. This is definitely one of their best because it looks so good with the camo wheels in my opinion. So yeah. So getting into the next car design, we do have the Team Secret, part of the South America region. Now this one was tough as well because there's a lot of different colors you can do with this. So let's hop into it. So starting off, we do have the forest green octane for both sides, but it depends on what kind of color combination you're going for. So let me start with this one and then we'll get into it. For the decal, it is the Team Secret 2022-2023 home. And then for the wheels, we have the Tri 2050 wheels painted forest green to match the main color of the design. But something with the Tri 2050 wheels that is you can actually match the gold with the, the gold on the Team Secret. If you throw on the or more of the orange, if you throw on the orange Tri 2050 wheels, it actually matches that back half of the Team Secret. So if you want to focus on the main color, which I did, which is forest green, you definitely can use the forest green throughout this entire design. And don't worry, we'll continue with the forest green one. But we have the Tri 2050 wheels painted orange if you want to do the gold in the back. All you would have to do is probably change it to like a saffron, which I don't think looks very good. So if you don't want to do that, just use the unpainted one. If your favorite color is gold, they should have added the gold octane because it would have looked really good with this, by the way. But yeah, so if you're going for gold, definitely just throw on the unpainted octane. But if you're going for the main color, which is the forest green Tri 2050 wheels also look very good. For the boost, we have the Ion painted green for both sides, or just the Ion green. I'm pretty sure it's free for some people. For most people in the game before free to play, it's Ion green. But again, if you're going with that orange gold color, do Ion yellow. So yeah, no topper, no antenna, no gold explosion. But for the trail, we again have the Laser Wave 3 painted forest green, matching that anodized feeling. But if you're going again with the gold, do anodized or Laser Wave painted orange. That one also looks very good. So this is the car design. Again, there's two different designs that you can do with this one. You could do the gold, which is the Tri 2050 wheels painted orange, the Ion yellow, and then the orange Laser Wave 3. But if you want to match the main color, which is forest green, in my opinion, well, it's not an opinion. It's, the main color is forest green, but I like the forest green Tri 2050 wheels with all the Ion greens and stuff like that. I think that looks best. I think it looks very good, and then the gold is kind of just sprinkled in there, which looks very good. So Team Secret definitely did a good job with their first design of, esports decals. So getting into the last and final car design of the episode, and this has been a very, very long episode. We do have Team Falcons Middle East and North Africa region, and welcome as well to Team Falcons as well as Team Secret for their first decals. I did not want to let Team Falcons down with this design, and it was a very tough one. This green is not in many colors when it comes to, Rocket League wheels, so I decided to do a cleaner one. So starting off, we do have the black octane for both sides. You can also use the unpainted octane as well if you would like, or you could do the forest green one. Again, I just feel like the forest green did not match the anodized that they have on this Team Falcons, but that's okay. For the decal, it is Team Falcons 2022-2023 home decal. And then for the wheels, we had to finish it off with the black Visionary wheels. Now, the reason why I chose the Visionary wheels is because I really liked how it matched the anodized black on the Team Falcons decal. I absolutely love it. I think the Visionary wheels match that perfectly. You can also use any other black wheel if you would like. I don't think Hypnotics work very well, but a lot of other black wheels would also match. I just really like the Visionary wheels the best because it still gives off that anodized type feeling. Unfortunately, we are going to be ignoring the green in there. I just really like the black on this one, so that's why I went with the black Visionary wheels. For the boost, it is again, we switched it up. It's supposed to be, it can be Ion green, Or if you want to stay with the black theme to it, you can do the Ion painted black. It is really up to you. So if you want to do the black Ion to stay with the clean theme, or if you want to get that green at the top, you could do the Ion painted green, whichever one works best for you. This is what the green one looks like. It's just Ion green. You can also do that as well. So it really is up to you. And then no topper, no antenna, no gold explosion. But for the trail, we have the black Hackserve 3 to match the wheels as well as the treads of the wheels. So that one is a black Hackserve 3. You can do forest green on there, but that one really wouldn't make sense in my opinion. So this is the car design, and it does look so clean. Team Falcons did a great job as well with their first decal in the Esports item shop. And I feel like the Visionary wheels match so well with that anodized black thing. I think it looks amazing. But again, it is really up to you if you want to use the Ion green or if you want to stay clean with the black Ion. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was definitely a long episode. That was all the designs, and well, we still have the away ones to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next episode.